Over the years, all kinds of performers have booked appearances in Israel only to back out later due to political or social pressure. Most recently, the pop star Lorde canceled a massive Tel Aviv concert mere days after announcing that show, stating that after fan backlash, she didn't want to make a political statement by appearing in Israel. Well, along those lines, singer Lana Del Rey has just booked a headlining show at this year's Meteor Festival to take place here in Israel just weeks away. ILTV's Emmanuel Kadosh is, of course, here with all the details.
Thanks, Brett. Yes, as of now, Lana Del Rey is set to perform at the three-day Meteor Festival in the Galilee here in Israel this September, and that doesn't seem like it's going to be changing anytime soon. The American singer defended her decision to play in the Holy Land, but made sure to remind everyone that, quote, performing in Tel Aviv is not a political statement or a commitment to the politics here. So she went on to explain that just like singing in California or any other place in the world, that doesn't in turn mean she's supporting anything political or governmental in any way. And honestly, I respect her so much for coming out with this statement and sharing her feelings and telling us, that she's not backing down.
Right, yeah, I mean, this is a debate we hear a lot, right? I mean, on the one hand, you have a lot of bands, artists, whatever, that say that, just appearing in Israel to perform while, a couple dozen miles away you have the longest military occupation in modern history.
Right.
It's not right. But on the other hand, you have bands, like Radiohead, who was here last summer, but they say that they're literally about creating change through dialogue, which is why artists should never give in to any kind of artistic boycott anywhere for any reason. But as I understand it, Lana Del Rey did once have a show in Israel, then cancel it, right?
She did, right? Lana Del Rey had a performance planned in Israel back in 2014, but was forced to cancel the show due to the Operation Protective Edge conflict between Israel and Hamas in Gaza.
Due to war.
But unlike last time, Del Rey is being pressured this time to cancel by groups such as the Palestinian Campaign for the Academic and Culture Boycott of Israel, they need a shorter name, that compared her to coming to perform here in Israel to playing in apartheid South Africa. The BDS group even went on to mention the supposed quote from the Washington Post after singer Lorde canceled her show in Israel, saying, quote, from now on, if it weren't the case already, merely scheduling a concert here in Israel will be considered a political act.
Right. Well, again, I mean, I think Tom York from Radiohead perhaps, phrased his response to that idea best. In his defense of Radiohead's concert last year, York released a statement in Rolling Stone, I think, that said something like, we still play in America, doesn't mean we endorse Trump, so we will play in Israel even though we don't endorse Netanyahu, and that's democracy. That's how democracy works.
Exactly. And Del Rey actually mentioned that in her tweet, saying that just because she performs in the States doesn't mean she, quote, condones my own president who openly mocks disabled people at rallies. She did go on to say that she is trying her best and that her intentions are very pure. And, I respect her a lot for coming out with a detailed statement. Not a lot of people have done that. Exactly. And it's always easier, to back down, but she really is taking a stand, and I really hope that a lot of artists, performers, anybody really takes note of this and,
and fans get really disappointed when people cancel shows like days before it. But
she has fans here.
Yeah, a lot of fans. I mean, further to that, this year's Meteor Festival has a lot of awesome bands in the lineup. I mean, international, local. Pusha T is a headliner. Ariel Pink's going to perform. Flying Lotus of Montreal, who does crazy shows. My favorite Israeli artist, Hila Ruach.
Yes.
Okay, so passes are very expensive, but this is my way of saying that they are very worth it.
Exactly, yeah. I'm probably going to see you there then,
I certainly hope so. All right, thanks for the info, Manuel.
Thank you, Brett.